boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm For Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have needed is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This game it is developed by Respawn Entertainment and it is using Unreal Engine 4. What can I tell? Respawn Entertainment are the developers of games like Titanfall and also Apex Legends. But the difference is Titanfall and Apex Legends do use Source Engine heavily modified. But in case you don't know, Respawn are ex-elements of Infinity Ward, which were the developers behind multiple Call of Duty games. But a struggle might happen between Activision and Infinity Ward, and a lot of elements left and created their own studio, which in this case it is the Respawn, which was acquired by the EA. So let's take a look on the settings, since we are here for trying to understand what's the performance that you are going to get in here with multiple settings. And my recommended settings for this game it is to play with 1080p with the high settings with the GTX 1650 Super. So let's take a look on the requirements. These guys require an ancient Ryzen 7, 16 gigs of RAM and also a GTX 1070. So comparing the GTX 1650 Super and the GTX 1070, the 1070 it is actually stronger and have more VRAM, but I don't think those recommended requirements are actually fair, because with the high settings I was able to sustain an experience above 60 frames per second pretty much all the time, and the maximum settings were the place where the game actually did drop from those 60s. The median settings provide an average near 100 frames per second with a 1% low near the 80 frames per second. But whatever the settings you will choose, whatever if you go with median, low, high or epic, there is one thing in common with all these settings, and well, unfortunately, it is the stuttering and the itching. Since this game it is developed with Unreal Engine 4, it came by no surprise to me that this game actually struggles with the streaming. So which means that when you are traversing the map and the game needs to stream assets into the VRAM, this game actually stutters. And this happens pretty much in all Unreal Engine 4 titles, but it feels a little bit more pronounced in this game, unfortunately. So that's quite sad in my opinion, but okay. This happens with this happens with all the systems. I mean, you can have an high-end system like a Ryzen 9 or an E9, and you can have 32 gigs of RAM or 64 gigs of RAM. You can have a GTX 1080 Ti or a Titan. It doesn't really matter. You can have the fastest SSD in the world, because this game will still stutter. Alright, and that's quite unfortunate. And the consoles stutter so much at points that needs to have a loading screen in between the games. So you can see that this game technically could be a little bit better, but you know, Unreal Engine 4 causes these issues, and it isn't really surprising to me that this stuff it is actually happening. This game it is actually very good, so if you like Dark Souls gameplay but you find Dark Souls a little bit too hard, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order it is the correct game for you, because despite it shares the same gameplay mostly, I mean in the combat system, it is quite accessible, so it's not as hard as a Dark Souls or anything like it, so probably you will enjoy it anyway. If you like Star Wars, this is a great title too, and actually this game contains some sequences which kind of remind me of Uncharted and also Tomb Raider. Right? So guys, that's all that I want to talk about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the gameplay, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Jedi incoming. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, okay. Oh, something was in there.
I'm done. done with this one. Just me?
That looks like a problem.
I'm hungry. Get the target. Heads up! Preparing another attack. Watch your back.
Help! That's gotta be one of the Zepho. Guess we're on the right track, huh, BD?
Hey, fire! Help! Get back here, scum! Found the target! Too fast! Won't make you regret that! Get away! No, 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 no.
Let's get going, BD1.